Um, Today in the video blog, I'm going to talk about Leap by Brian Doyle. I found this really interesting because it kind of talks about 9/11 and events that occurred on that day. When I actually first read the essay, I didn't know if it was for sure about 9/11, but you kind of get the hint that it's about 9/11 in the first few paragraphs. So the author writes, "A couple leaped from the South Tower, hand in hand. They reached for each other and their hands met and they jumped. Jennifer Brickhouse saw them falling hand in hand. Many people jumped, perhaps hundreds, no one knows. They struck the pavement with such force that there was pink mist in the air." So from this, I kind of got the idea that it was about 9/11 and how people leaped from the towers when the planes crashed into them. Um, it was a really sad day, and I thought that this essay kind of explained the events that occurred in a really interesting way, and I just found it really awesome. This was a really great essay. So in this essay, Brian Doyle, he kind of refers back to this couple. For example, he says he reached for her hand and she reached for his hand, and they leaped out the window holding hands. I think what he's saying is that these two people came together. Someone saw these two people come together holding hands, and with this, they got the courage to leap out of the building and the towers, because it just takes away some fear a little bit, I think. He also makes a point. He has a quote in this essay, and it says, "There's no fear in love, wrote John, but perfect love casteth out fear, because fear hath torment." So I was thinking that whoever these people are, whether they're in love, a couple, strangers, they came together and became fearless because of love or just because of the comfort that they had in each other. And I found this really cool, really meaningful. And he also writes that their hands reaching and joining are the most powerful prayer I can imagine, the most eloquent, the most graceful. It is everything that we are capable of against horror and loss and death. So they came together, and with the love and the courage, they cast away the horror, the fear, and the death that they may have been thinking about if they would have done it alone, leaping from the building. It's just, I thought this was really interesting, and the couple holding hands, his perspective on it and his take, and how these things another person can make you fearless with comfort and love. So I just found it really interesting. Also, he says, he makes it clear that no one knew who they were. He says, "No one knows who they were. Husband and wife, lovers, dear friends, colleagues, strangers, thrown together at the window, that they're at the lip of hell. Maybe they didn't even reach for each other consciously. Maybe it was instinctive, a reflex, as they both decided at the same time to take 2 running steps and jump out the shattered window. But they did reach for each other, and they held on tight and leaped, and fell endlessly into the smoking canyon, at 200 miles an hour, falling so far and so fast that they would have blacked out before they hit the pavement near Liberty Street, so hard that there was a pink mist in the air." So this is just, like I said, they had no idea. They didn't know who it was, but people saw them come together hand in hand, and they became fearless, and together they leapt from the tower, and no matter what they had feared, they did it, and it was just a really sad day. So I just thought that this is something interesting, and I loved how Brian Doyle ended his essay by saying, "Jennifer Brickhouse saw them holding hands, and Stuart DeHaan saw them holding hands," and I hold on to that. So he holds on to the fact that they became fearless, maybe that just throughout all the torment that these people went through, they still held on together, and they did something together and became fearless. And I found this really meaningful and really just a cool way of looking at it. So thank you guys. Bye.